Book on Travelstart. We will turn your guilt trips into good trips.
Oh, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show. We're now turning our attention to traveling, and we all know that traveling for work in the beginning can be a lot of fun, but then spending a lot of time in airports away from the family, trying to cram oversized luggage, well, hand luggage into small compartments can be a little bit exhausting. And here to help us this morning, we have Linda Baum from Travelstart, because you do know there are a few seasoned travelers that know how to make it work for them. Linda, very good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Well, we are talking about working hard, playing hard while on that workcation. What exactly does the word workation mean? Because I know it's not just a vacation.
No, it's not. It's when your business travelers, they maximize any free time that they can get. They add a little bit of fun to this free time, or they extend their work trip just to be able to explore a city or a country that they find themselves in.
Now, I'm still one of them that prefer to print out my boarding pass and, have paper on hand.
Oh, no.
But there are more savvier ways. What would you recommend?
Straight away, download Travelstart's Flap app. It's awesome. You can manage your entire itinerary through there, or any similar apps. Just you can manage your travel on your phone. So much easier, and you save a few trees.
You do save trees, and there's
Save
nothing worse trying to rummage through your bag, trying to find a piece of paper when you always have your phone with you.
Panic. No, we don't need that.
Now, Linda, I know that there are a few people that often upgrade their flight seats, their hotel rooms. Is that possible? Is that something you can just ask for?
If you don't ask, you won't get. So it's not going to harm to ask. The biggest secret here is to really sign up for frequent flyer programs or for hotel loyalty programs. So the more you fly, or the more you support an airline or a hotel chain, the more points you earn. And the more points you earn, the more opportunity you have to either use those points to upgrade yourself, or the company will literally reward you for your loyalty. So ask, and my biggest advice, be kind, because the nicer you are, the more chance you have of an upgrade.
Oh, no, definitely. That's something I'll try the next time I go on a workation.
A big smile.
A big smile.
Yeah.
Big smiles always work. But
Always
also,
work.
I wanted to know if you want to make the most out of your traveling, be as savvy as possible. With regards to carry-on luggage, is that something you would highly recommend? What is your take on that?
Definitely, less is more when it comes to your baggage. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't want to be stuck waiting for your luggage for hours on end. So my advice, especially if you travel frequently, is to have a to-go bag. In there, have your toiletry bags, etc. You don't want to be at 11 o'clock at night squeezing your shampoo into the appropriate bottles. No. So you've got a bag that is ready to go. It's packed. If you get a last-minute call, you're ready. All you have to add is some fancier clothes for work functions. So nice, easy, and prepared, no stress.
Oh, definitely indeed. Well, Linda, thank you so much. We will have more with Linda a little bit later on how to be as savvy as possible the next time you take a business trip. But remember, if you book flights with Travelstart, you can get 50% off your Uber ride. That is at travelstart.co.za, and that's 2 rides. So it's to and from the airport. But stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast show. More with Linda in just a bit.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Thank you, Kat. Well, we are now continuing our conversation with Linda Baum from Travelstart, because getting the most out of your work trips is essential, because whether you're going to a trade show in Paris, doing contract negotiations in Kenya, you want to get the most out of it. And we were talking about the workcation earlier, Linda.
Yes.
But let's talk a little bit more about our overseas trips. To me, that is a little bit more daunting. It's not a quick trip usually.
Absolutely.
In your mind, what is the best way for you to be as savvy as possible with your time? Considering, you're going to cross time zones to the minute you hit the road, or at least you land, you can get into that business meeting.
Absolutely. So my advice is that the minute you get onto the plane, change your watch to the time zone that you're going into. You'll be looking at Johannesburg outside, but your watch will be on Sydney time, or wherever it may be, because then you immediately become more in sync with where you're going. I would also suggest that you literally get as much sleep as you can on the plane, dress comfortably, do whatever you can do, and then when you get into the city, get outside as quickly as possible, get some fresh air into you, say no to the nap, jump on a hop-off bus, do what you need to do to see the most of the city, and to just get rid of that jet lag. The more you do, the more you see, the better.
That's right. To get rid of that jet lag, I think that's absolutely incredible. And you know what I find is often with business trips, people tend to just want to stay in the hotel room.
No.
They don't want to explore.
It's a sin.
It is.
It is a sin.
Now, tell me some of your favorite workations you've been on. What did you end up doing?
You know, I think for most business people, especially if you have a lot of conferences that you attend, most conferences are in the same big hotel chains. So wherever you go, your same hotel will look the same in Sydney as it does in Hong Kong, etc. So my favorite trip ever was when I was invited to a conference in Greece. Mm-hmm. And once again, the conference was on Rhodes Island, and literally in a big hotel that looked
generic.
Anything but Greece,
Okay.
Greek-like. It didn't look like that. And so I extended for 2 days in Mykonos, where I stayed in a beautiful local hotel, tiny, where the only access to my room was by donkey.
Oh, wow.
And I ate the local food, I met the locals, I woke up to just amazing islands below me, the whitewashed buildings of Greece. It was so authentic and amazing and so different for what I'd experienced for the few days before at my conference. So that's my biggest recommendation. Also, I love traveling to Asia because you can have 3 days of work in Bangkok and then you can jump on a 1-hour flight and you can get to some of the most amazing bucket list destinations. And it's phenomenal. You see so much, you experience so much. Get away from your hotel, get away from the big cities, see more, experience more.
But for someone that is a little nervous to do that, what else would you recommend? Maybe on a smaller scale instead of spending, jumping onto a flight away?
Sure.
Yeah.
I would say hop on, hop off buses, so easy, and they can take anything from 2 hours or 10 hours. So you can get to see a great deal of the city. If you jump on our destination pages on our website, it really lists some of the top things to do while you're in a city or in any destination, really. And I would make sure you've done your research. Do some planning, because then you won't have regrets. And you can see, okay, I need to see these 5 things. It's amazing. Get those done. Get the bucket list stuff ticked off. Have an incredible experience.
Well, I'm looking forward to that next business trip or work trip,
Yes.
at least, to try and make the most out of it. Linda, thank you so much for this morning's information. It was really cool.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It was Linda from Travelstart. Make sure you can take advantage on your next business travels when you book your flight at travelstart.co.za. And remember, you'll also receive a voucher for 50% off your next 2 Uber rides. That's to and from the airport, giving your travel itinerary as much flexibility as possible.